Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the finals of our Halo Wars 2 1v1 Pro League. 400 pounds are on the line, and in the blue color we have got Cars and Cameras playing as Pavium. On the other side of the map, we've got EOD, Spartan Seb, playing as Decimus. So, best of 7. It's been a long day already. And these guys are about to make it extra long for you. So, hope you're all enjoying these tournaments. We're having a great old time here, I think. Everybody is welcome to play in the Pro Leagues as well. As of 2026, we've changed our rules around that a little bit. So you should tell your friends to come join. You should join yourself. Get wrecked by EOD. Get wrecked by Cars. It's great fun. But there are other formats. There are 2v2s this year for every format, including Pro League. And Rising Star and Amateur League are available for those that don't want to get wrecked by Cars and EOD. For those watching live, you can right now sign up for the 2v2s, which are next week already, so do so quick. Get your friends. Set up your teams. EOD manages to steal 2 mini bases. If he jumps down some brutes from up here, that's a pretty big deal because he would be able to vortex the extractor and potentially destroy it with that trick. Whereas Cars doesn't seem to have any mini base deals coming up. He rather would clean up in the back. Beating Pavium, he could technically use a burnout on this. Just get a whole lot of units out. Oh, you guys want a prediction? Let's do a prediction real quick. Go. Go do the prediction, Twitchers. All grunts, guys. There's 2 extractors for EOD already behind this, so his aggression was kind of a fake. But what he can do from here is get a raid camp up on both sides, and the reason that is a good idea, he's not doing it right now, but it would be a good idea because you can just run down the length of the map with brutes and go over both of the mini bases and just create a whole lot of chaos with that. But EOD jumps down with 3 brutes, and if he can burn out on this extractor, it will be absolutely destroyed despite the grunts protecting it, although this one brute hasn't been attacking, which is annoying, but still it goes down, as you can see. Pretty big deal. Cars is being significantly hurt by this, especially during the burnout, so he misses out on a lot of that effect. But he will remake it because he's a rich boy. He's got a trust fund for this kind of stuff. Cars and Cameras also expanding behind this. Stuff that EOD just can't even begin to do. Can't even think about it. It's gonna go with grunts. Master Teams subscribes, that's I think 30. How many accounts do you have? Brutes are getting picked off pretty good by Carson's grunts. And he also has mines himself. And he's gonna have a faster tier 2. It's in. No. EOD's already there. He's now getting shrapnel mines. But he doesn't have grunts to get it for. Well, he does have some. And the brutes are already going around the edge of the map, so they probably won't be found. Cars might be able to destroy this little mini base here if he keeps coming over with his grunts, but I think he's more focused on getting power nodes up and running. There's an elite out. That it's fine. Although, if you're in tier 2, then the brutes can still be very viable. You just have to get dark skies for them. Even the elites might have a difficult time handling them at that point. Pack brother for cars coming through. There's an apex. Oh, another vortex, and this was just an attack on the other generator now. I don't necessarily think they can destroy the harvester there, but they should be getting close. If there's a beam for EOD, he could beam that, but it's probably not worth it. Oh man. He nearly got it. But with the 4th point, Cars is just gonna let his buildings regenerate there using full salvage. And he's got his own counteroffensive going with the Pack Brother grunts, doing quite a bit of extra work. Cars is doing a small split there, but seems to me that he's got enough anyways to destroy that base with. Right? Oh my god, the EOD saves it. Nicely done. Taking back the power node soon. It's a lot of elites as well for cars now, so EOD is actually in a bit of a pickle as far as keeping pace goes with all that. Then again, his ones do have a boundless siphon, which makes them technically a little bit better than those of Cars's. So for now, EOD will hold. Cars will have to regroup his army somehow. Cutty Alex has subscribed as well. Thank you very much, guys. Really appreciate it. All the grunts are getting picked off very nicely, but this is a very light set of engagements so far. The elites versus elites is going to be what actually decides the outcome of this, which is why there wasn't too much to say. However, this is really the interesting part. Much more interesting than elites versus elites. Cars reaches 5th point just at 10 minutes. He can do that because he's Pavium and he got the extra base fast. Bernard really helps with that, so this should break through the shield sometime soon, and then he can make extra units from this. But EOD comes through with his own elites and picks off those of cars. So that's a pretty big deal right there. Lots of grunts are around here. The engineer shields will help out some more as well. And Cars just doesn't have the numbers to win the elite fight. But nobody can shoot down the Lich. So that's going to be picking off buildings left and right here. Grunts are getting veterancy, so that's going to help him survive a little bit longer here. But, I mean, it's still a Lich. Just a handful of grunts aren't going to handle the situation for him. EOD seems to not have any real units to deal with this. Where are the Reavers? He doesn't have anything like that. Got a small little counter-offensive here, but the engineers have got this under control. Cars could technically get a third expansion behind us if he wanted to. EOD has his shield. 2 shields for EOD? What? He must have tried to juggle, but forgot to recycle. Or maybe he just wants a very purple shield. I don't know. Oh, so much for the Lich. Don't forget that EOD also is going to have his 5th point by now. So, if things go his way here... That's a lot of freaking grunt corpses. If things go his way here, then he can drop in Decimus and actually create a lot of trouble for Cars, who just doesn't have a high quality army right now. So yeah, if it's like all grunts and you drop a Decimus on that, it's gonna disappear, the whole army. It's just that EOD doesn't have money. Needs to stop making elites and whatnot. Oh man, his base is getting clipped pretty good there. Might get back some minis. And there's a beam. Oh, right in the middle of the engineers. Cars is splitting them, but a little too late. Think they'll get picked up by the grunts. And then the elites just focus on the elites, as you might guess. Kind of missing the Marauders from this match, to be honest, guys. Very gentle little pew-pew match. Doesn't happen too often, but anyway, EOD is getting quite rich now. Can't be far away from a big drop here with Decimus. Just a matter of getting the power. And with him taking the power nodes around the map, that's not going to be a very difficult thing to do. But the engineer actually changing the situation quite a bit here. EOD has him. He's got it. And Cars has a baby Pavium here. Not very upgraded at all. Although that's coming, but Decimus bonks him real good for now. Maybe that Vortex... Oh, the Vortex isn't actually going for the hero there. Just the elites. I guess he can pull back the hero. That's fine. Oh. Is he gonna get the kill? I think so. Bonk. EOD doing well. I think that's a comeback, guys. Cars was really putting some pressure on him, but didn't have anything to finish with. No way to the shore building, still nothing. What is Amarante doing in the chat and not in the tournament? This is all wrong. Amarante, when are you coming back? Jeez. Everyone misses the Amarante games in the tournaments, I can tell you that. What is that? Kart really likes his elites and grunts today. It's all he's gonna make. What is going on? Man, if EOD gets out the Warlord, that ends. You can't beat these two Decimus heroes with elites. Certainly not with grunts, but also not elites. But another lich coming up. Maybe it will cause EOD to retreat to him. It will be impossible for the grunts to do any real damage as well. The engineers get picked off right away. EOD is losing his base very quickly as he didn't have any engineers to repair it with. And obviously Decimus doesn't have any leader powers to repair bases with. It's a huge weakness. Given all the strengths, that's probably okay. But Decimus is here. It's going to be able to take some fire from these units. It's going to be able to beam these grunts away from here. Let's see. Ability is currently on cooldown, so that's not happening. But we do have a warlord. It's a baby warlord for now. Base is destroyed, however, so it might be all too late for EOD, unless that counterattack works out. He's got a beam as well on some elites. It's not the best of beams. Not by a long shot. Cleaving into the grunts a little bit there now, and maybe they'll take out that... Oh, it's so close to dying. Oh my god, Decimus might not make it out. The lich is still around. Holy cow. If the lich leaves though, that Decimus is ready to absolutely delete these units. Decimus? Holy shit. EOD forgot to press the button. Cars still has his base up and running as well, with turrets left and right. Cars has all the power nodes. EOD's getting back a base, but economically he's in the gutter as he is hero-less at the moment. Cars with the third base. He's tier 3 as well, playing super nicely. I assume that's what he thought the first push would look like, by the way, with the lich, but it just didn't work out his way at all. And you know, if EOD perhaps had that warlord out at some upgrade levels, then maybe he could have changed that situation, but not like this. Anyways, rain of fire on that shield. Is it gonna go down? Oh my god! Oh, that must have been a microsecond away. He's about to lose this base too. There's just nothing to defend it with. And he knows it. So first game goes to Cars. Pretty solid. He likes to spam grunts, I guess. GG. Ladies and gents, we've got Cars and Cameras. It's gonna be doing what normally EOD does. He stole the leader, which is really interesting. EOD likes to play that Isabel, but this time around, he's gonna have Jerome. Which I think actually is a really good answer to Isabel, guys. So the reason for that is that you go Mastodons, you pack them full of Marines and put whatever support units you need inside, and then Isabel is kind of just stuck playing vehicles because that's her thing. Not that you can't play infantry, it's just she leans towards vehicle play with accelerated assembly and all that. It's kind of rewarded. So it's difficult to play against Mastodons with Warthogs, especially in a more closed defensive map like Rift. So I really like the Jerome pick here from EOD. If he can get a fast base going, then as long as he doesn't get overwhelmed early on, I think that's the right strat to do. The mini bases will be definitely at risk, however. You want me wearing a Greenland hoodie. Oh my god. Wake me up when September ends. Anyway, we we've got a lot of resource upgrades here for CarsandCameras. He's gearing up for extended tier 1 play, it seems. Hero and potentially sniper, so infantry play. But is EOD actually just gonna pivot into rabbits? Probably not. There's a Jerome coming, you see. I don't think you do that in a Rift UNSC mirror. Just go Marines with the Spartan. Follow up with the base once you have the resources. That should be fine. Just very simple units getting made for now. Hellbringers cars working on those power nodes. One at a time, guys, one at a time. And there's that second base. We've seen this from Dark today, and I think it's a really good strategy. But EOD needs to be careful. If he gets overwhelmed right now in the infantry fight, which you don't super expect from Isabel, to be honest, but like I said, it's fine. You have heavy metal, you can get your heal, follow it up with Mach Blast if you really have to. I think what Cars has here is already good enough. Just gotta be really careful with the Mantis and Mine Drop, which is not gonna be a problem. He misses the Marine there, actually. Wait, those are all holograms. Meanwhile, Cars is stealing the remainder of all those. To tell you the truth, EOD is actually doing well holding on to those. He's left a Marine everywhere, but dealing with that sniper is going to be a nightmare, so watch out for that. Is Cars going to actually walk into the mine? Oh boy. No, he blows it up preemptively, which is nice. EOD is gonna have at least some Mastodons. If he has like 2 or 3, then it's the best opportunity to stick snipers in, but I don't think he has any on location up here. You can only put Marines, which is not great. There's a reason he's going for another barracks. Will there be, I wonder, Dispersion Nozzle Hellbringers though? No, he doesn't have the... Oh wait, he is getting Dispersion Nozzles and the Spartan up. This is gonna be pretty good. Although he does lose the base. Cars' aggression is very, very strong. Yeah, Iron Maiden. Heavy metal. It's, well, to lead the powers. It makes units slow, but very strong. Like it's an armor and damage buff. Spartan does steal one of the Mastodons. It's pretty good. You go from Mastodon to Mastodon over time with just one base churning them out. This is going to be a big, big problem for EOD. But with Cars not really having his whole army together, you know, he has some boys all around the place. He doesn't yet have combat tech, but he is getting at least a Spartan upgrade. The mines detonate not with full force, but with the pre-armed force, which is not much, but it's still enough to leave into the Marines a little bit. And Dispersion Nozzle Hellbringers inside the Mastodon are absolutely cooking everyone. The Cars does what he can. He jumps into his own Mastodon with some units and has to leave now. Well done, EOD. He holds on, gets his own base back up and running. Cars actually isn't able to keep a base. So this game is once again even. Does Cars have a good answer to this? I mean, Warthogs would be the way, right? But Mastodons are still scary overall. Now those Warthogs will absolutely clean up all that. That's not a problem. It's about what happens when once you have both Dispersion Nozzle Hellbringers and Cyclops inside Mastodons, because then the Warthogs are no longer a viable unit. So we got the Victory Turret dropping in, boosting everyone around. Obviously Cars isn't going to even fight that. Best to just leave. Really good counter-offensive here. But it looks like a bit of a base trade. Safe to say that EOD is on the losing end of it, but not by much. This could still go very much either way. And especially if EOD saves up his resources and on 5th point drops in Omega Team. 4 Spartans. Pretty sure that's a bigger number than 1 Spartan. Try to do the Cyclops thing I mentioned. And I think he gets to kill 2 of the Warthogs, which is already cost effective. Can't complain. Oh wait! That one gets away with it? What a champ. Alright, these guys are gonna have to come back now. Cars is still gearing up for another mini base. Damn, Cars really got nuts with Vortex production. I think those are all real at this point. Well done to Cars. 2 garages with supposedly accelerated assembly can really go a long way. And the man controls 4 power nodes at the moment, with the 5th one not being controlled by anyone. It's just being left alone out there in Narnia. was very surrounded, but there's 2 victory turrets to help him out. It might be enough. Can't get into the Mastodon though, so it's really not. EOD just used all his money on this and the base. I wonder how things could be different if he had Omega Team, but guess it's not going to be easy to get there. Ah man, that's Spartan as well. And the Mech Blast as everybody is stunned. Whew. That was just a Mech Blast once, so this could have been a lot worse. Of course, clearly just went into that. EOD's gonna have to give up. He can't come back from this. Ah, we're looking at the wrong base. CarsandCameras is playing as Shipmaster in this one. One of the best leaders on this map. Ghosts with this many mini bases are just absolute control freaks. They control the map so easily. On the other side, we got EOD playing as Serena, one of the best rush leaders for the map. As long as you get that middle mini, you're gonna be in a comfortable spot. And in the early game, you can start off with a ice block right here in the side, which allows you to get the majority of the power pick-me-up. Then you also do it back home here, and you're gonna be pretty damn comfortable. You can even allow yourself a generator 4th build with that, but Cars knows the counterplay, which is to grab the middle minis and then go into ghosts, potentially adding a 3rd mini in the back later. But yeah, these grunts are pretty useless for him at the moment. That's a downside of trying to contest that. See, if he just came to the middle, he would have 3 grunts and he would be able to take the power node right away. But I guess a little bit of annoyance he was still able to cause. It's not too bad. Got the 3rd mini base coming up for Cars. Gotta be really careful not to overcommit to mini base purchases, because if you do, this Bison is just gonna roll over and freeze your entire base. You don't want that. He's picking up his own minis, and Cars should be starting to pump ghosts, and he is. If he catches that Bison mid-map, as he has shielded ghosts, as long as it's like 6+, he should be having a good time, especially with reinforcements coming in. But split is even. EOD is, funnily enough, not getting any cryo troopers out. It's gonna be all Marines supposedly, because he's oh, Frost Raven. What? That's nuts. All right, I love it. I love it, because ghosts can't easily kill that. And if you have to make grunts, then the ice cream truck just eats them alive. This might very well work. But Frost Ravens are expensive. It's not quick to make them, as you just make it from the one base, right? And it doesn't look like our ice cream truck is getting upgraded just yet. Frost Ravens are expensive, needless to say. Oh, this is a turtle. This is a Frost Raven turtle, guys. Oh, he's hiding it. EOD, you've been found out. Cars is smart. He knows that this is a lockdown base. You can see it. He saw the ice cream truck as well. I don't think he saw the 2nd base, though. Once he finds that information, he will be absolutely fully aware of what's going on. But this is like one of my favorite things to do as well. Super fun. And the ice cream truck is pretty good at helping the Marines take care of Sentinels. That's a little plus. For some reason, one of the Sentinels didn't get pissed off yet. It's coming now. Maybe we'll have veteran ice cream truck. I don't know. Can't rule it out. Don't forget the ghosts can of course capture themselves. The Shipmaster special right there. With Arbiter they could only decapture. It's all about that banished raid power. Super nice. Okay, 4 Ravens says. EOD, that's gotta be enough. 5 Ravens then. More coming too. We've got the cryo... excuse me, those are ice blocks, not cryo blocks. That will make it very difficult to follow this army. But you gotta be careful exposing the Ravens to grunts. That's not the easiest thing to make work. Either way, some ghosts do detonate there. And the EOD has his second generator up and running. He keeps the armory going just in case he needs to. He doesn't keep it going. Second generator coming right up, or third generator actually. And Cars is just forced into a lot more elite grunts. You know what? If he got himself cloaked, what would the Ravens do about it? That would be pretty damn ugly, right? This is actually a really good composition, but they're about to get beamed. Oh god, oh god, oh god, EOD! Split! Split! Well, we only clipped 2, but that's still very painful. Gosh, he's now getting hunters. And I think that Bison is about to go down to all the rams. It's just too much damage. He's doing what he can with the Ravens flying around the high ground. That makes him bob up and down a lot. That helps dodge grunt shots, at least somewhat, but there's limits to it. Either way, he does have watchtowers around the base, which help freeze everybody. And even though the Frost Ravens are toast now, and he can't go tier 2, at least he has his base up and running, at least he's got another Bison on the way, and there are a handful of Cryo Troopers keeping the army busy. But if Cars just goes tier 2, which he did, and then also gets another base, then I don't know, it's just a tough position for EOD to be in. He's also down in mini bases, remember? At least the hunters can't shoot up. That's a little victory. Shatters are really adding up. Bison gets deployed as well. It's a winter wonderland right here. Really telling Cars to chill out. Uh-oh. Chad and Steven, the unicorns, are in. That's never good news for a Bison, especially such a tier 1 baby Bison. Hey, but the Shatter actually kills an engineer outright. Not through the bubble shield, of course. Reaver changes everything, of course, in this map. Anti-air turret for EOD. What? I am confused. That's a misclick. That's for sure a misclick. Was he that worried about the one engineer that survived at no health? I guess he has another turret now upgrading. Hopefully that's not anti. Okay, it's anti-infantry. That's good. That will push this away for now, but there's so many vehicles here. Also kind of annoying that. Drop turret will help. I guess what EOD's main mission is to somehow make it to the 5th point and drop in the big boys on top of this, especially while they're frozen. That would be ideal. Maybe if he upgrades the remaining pads, he could actually have the economy for it too. Bison's out again, and he very nicely reset Cars' units. But there is hope, just limited. It is quite limited right now. Locusts certainly are a game changer here, as they'll just tear off the turrets. The ice blocks don't do much against them either. Oh god, the beam. That's it, Bison. Bye-bye. Bye, Bison. I'm not sure EOD can break out of this now, guys. Resource-wise, he's gearing up for the big drop trick, though. That might work. It's his only hope, Obi-Wan Kenobi. Now or never. Seems good. Reavers are in a tough spot as well. But Cars is jumping them out very nicely before they get taken out. Now the Locusts are another story. You can't jump those out. But it seems Cars has enough stuff anyway. Just the one hunter changing everything. And in the end, the EOD has to run away once more. He is tier 2 this time, but there's another freaking spirit support, so he knows that he can't handle the situation anymore. Damn, Cars is just unbeatable today, apparently. So strong. Alright, ladies and gents, we've got what could be the last game. CarsandCameras is actually building Johnson to this, surprisingly enough, with a pretty quick generator or second, and there's already a fight in the middle. EOD is playing as Cutter in this one. Marine and Jackrabbit battle is always very intense, as the Jackrabbit has a shot that's very easy to dodge, so it really rewards microing the Marines like so. Just shift them left and right, and the Jackrabbit shot will just go where it was originally gonna go. You change direction, it will be miles off. Oh, the rabbits destroy each other, and a little bit of an advantage for EOD there with that super weak Marine, but obviously you can't use that for that next Marine that Car sent. So that's that. And over here, there's nothing. So I don't know what else Cars is doing. He doesn't have as many units as EOD out, because he's trying to get like a hero out on the field very early on with the 5th building. That would normally be better as a... Well, I assume Cars calculated with having the income from the map earlier. So it's a little late, but usually I like it better on the first mini base because it just gives you the time to chill out, and you will have a bigger economy after that. Marine came across to try and secure at least some of the minis here, but EOD is gonna be the one with an advantage. Not much, but it's something. And no doubt he will also want his own Spartan out soon. I will say that it's a little bit tough for Cutter to fight against Johnson, especially once the bunkers have snipers in it. That's very difficult to deal with. You can stun the bunker and the stuff inside, of course, with drops, with your hero ability as well. But ultimately you have to deal with it. That's the tough part. And ultimately I think you have to end up with vehicles. You can't just play all infantry very easily as Cutter. Not into Johnson anyway. But that is how EOD is gonna start the game anyway. You most certainly don't go jackrabbits into it. That's even harder. Who has beaten Cars before? Many people. Cars was always very much on the high end, but it's mostly the usual suspects, right? Like EOD is one of them that can do it. I think he might not have a good record, but he can do it. Then the other guys, some of them got banned by us, unfortunately, but it is what it is. XCA is one. Rock used to sometimes, but he was also a cheater, so take it with a grain of salt. I think those four are clearly at the top. There's no one that clearly is in the same echelon. That one-star Spartan is doing work, man. Where's Cars's bunker? Doesn't have one. Getting attacked now by EOD. Oh my. ODST's on top. An EMP Mech Blast has to be used to get rid of the satchels. That is so unfortunate. Plus, he needs to remake the hero, whereas the Spartan is coming in at full health. Sniper is like, I have beaten Cars in a tournament. Where is your Pro League gold medal? We need the receipts for that one. Well, as I said, EOD can do it. This seems to me like a very dead Cars, guys. He lost 2 generators. That is the end. Doing a little bit of counter pressure, but it's nowhere near as severe as this. Can Johnny even make it to the bunker? Oh my god, he's stuck. Surrounded. Hey, EOD's making a series out of it. Nice. Ladies and gents, we got game number 5 with CarsandCameras bringing Forge to Vault. It's a really big map. It rewards all the mobility that you get out of playing with Vehicle Hero and all the escorts that you might expect with it. Also vehicles. I'm gonna give you guys some voting for this in Twitch because I forgot. In fact, I was late to close the other thing. So, about this matchup, I think it's just gonna end up being a Warthog battle that Forge is slightly better at because you just got more economy. Anders does soften the blow a little bit by giving you cheaper upgrades, right? So you can get like level 1 vehicles a little faster than Forge can, but honestly, Forge saves that amount of resources from the upgrades. A beautiful rabbit micro situation here between our top gamers. I love this. You just send them around in circles, basically, and they'll never hit each other. Depends on how well you do it, though. If you drive them straight, they do get hit. So, it is what it is in that situation. Man, EOD has a long way to go in this series if he wants to make a comeback. Oh, he's swerving now very nicely. Can he actually get a random shot in against cars? His Marines have one more model as well, so that's helpful, I guess. But it's not enough. That rabbit is still spooky. It's a lot more health than that, which is nothing. Good that EOD got away to get some resources with that thing. Second generator getting upgraded for EOD, gearing up for that tier 2, no doubt. So his cars, he's already got it though. And he's getting all the bats upgraded too, because they're cheap. You might as well do it. Get out a bunch of Marines, capture power nodes, get further ahead. That's the mission. What are CarsandCameras' favorite hobbies? You think you can be at the top of Halo Wars 2 and have hobbies? This is the hobby. I'm actually not sure. Chat? Help? But seriously, these guys need to play a lot to keep up this level. Anyways, we've got a second base from Cars. He's really willing to delay that tier 2, whereas EOD is going for a slightly earlier one. Is he just gonna go into a lot of Marines? Or is that it? He's still making more. It's clearly for power node purposes, right? I'm actually not super sure about it, to be honest. As for EOD, we still haven't seen a Spartan, so he's just straight into Warthogs. And maybe then he'll add a Spartan. Oh, there it is. Also working on those power nodes. Of course, we'll be a little bit slower to set up here, but it's no biggie. Warthog he really needs. It's coming too. Just now. I'm not sure if he has the basic upgrade for it, at least ammo round. Would be useful. But EOD's now pumping Warthogs. Hasn't revealed any of it. Douglas is upgraded with the rocket launcher. So yeah, expect a little bit more from EOD's Warthogs. They'll outnumber those of Cars, but all these Marines seem to be holding the ground for now. Situation's not too bad. Warthog is completely unupgraded, so that's a vulnerability. Ammo round is coming through though. Main base is not turreted up properly. Cars only has the one. This is an opportunity for the Hogs to just snipe the gen and get out of here. But these guys might just be going for the counter-offensive and do the same. there are 2 turrets at least for cars, for EOD, excuse me, and reinforcing warthogs, so I wouldn't say that that's an easy thing for cars to do. EOD is definitely ahead now. That was a great snipe. The upgrade on the turret is actually quite late, so that's unfortunate, but at the same time, look at the health bar on that warthog. It's definitely on the struggle bus. Oh, nice pick off. Spartan has an opportunity for a huge jump. He's taking it. But there are no mines? Is this R&D too? What is going on? Either way, with the Spartan Hog, this should be quite winnable now for EOD. Well done. Good cars in shambles here. Although he is working on that mini base very nicely. I suspect that EOD can just do the same. Right over here. Cars is trying to get that warthog back out. Right into the arms of these hogs. Not the best move. I don't like the armory up here, actually. It's kind of risky. This is a cute little attack, though. Will cars go tier 3 and then into Gauss Hogs, I wonder? He could do it. Whereas for EOD, that's a much harder prospect. And you have to remember, it's so much more difficult to upgrade all these pads for EOD. It's kind of crazy. It's 20% discount with just 1 point in it. But cars is all set now. 70 pop versus 54. It's just this anti-vehicle turret. What do you do about that? Because he has it as a Nightingale, he can shut it down. Just can't stay here. Still, EOD doesn't seem to have any follow-up to his beautiful Spartan slams that he's getting off this game. Warthog will be rammed to death, but then what? Oh, will it? Okay, it gets shot down. And Cars is tier 3. I think I saw the tier 3 Warthog shots there. So next up we should be seeing Gauss Hogs. And yeah, no, the Warthog is only now getting upgraded there. And has to remake it, of course. Cars is controlling the power nodes in the middle, which is a huge advantage long term. Of course, EOD stuck in tier 2 for a long time. Trying to remake generators now. Can't even call in the Retriever Sentinel because of these things. Cars is doing great in terms of getting slowly but surely more ahead. It was a bit dicey with the first few Warthog fights, but he's definitely got it now. I just think he shouldn't fight until he has the Warthog and Gauss Hogs. That would be ideal to take a fight with a timing push. Because this Spartan is just causing trouble, right? Heavy metal does make up for any shortcomings though, and he's got a huge pop advantage, so I understand. Just some unnecessary losses here. Warthog is coming. Anti-vehicle turrets in the back, anti-air as well. And they're all getting silenced now. Huh, no gas for cars. Interesting. Oof, that Spartan got absolutely wrecked. Not even close. And we've got the Grizzly drop. I think EOD might just be toast, guys. There's no Spartan to steal them. The way Cars did it worked out pretty good in the end, as EOD just didn't have anywhere to run to. He's trying to hold on to dear life here by recycling the buildings and getting whatever value he can out of this, which means Retriever Sentinel soon. Counter-offensive. Interesting. Let's go. There are 2 more bases to hit. The one there is pretty weak. It's very doable to take that out. But tell you what, guys. EOD is in serious trouble. The anti-vehicle turrets, they're not that good against Grizzlies. They're good against most vehicles, but this is an absolute powerhouse unit. It doesn't care. It will destroy the turret very easily. So, yeah, EOD has his work cut out for him here. Anti-air turrets already weakening the shields. And then the Wolverines come. Oh boy. Of course, he's just happy to strip the buildings because as he does, no more stuff will come out of them. Which is great. Spartan here should be trying to take out the Grizzlies one by one, but I think it's gonna have to be a jump right away. Okay, he destroyed 2 bases with the Retriever Sentinels, so progress is not bad. That was decent cost effectiveness. The problem is that everything else here is it's too much. EOD's base is already in the red, and you can't hold, guys. CarsandCameras is gonna be your champion today. Very well done. The first winner of our 2026 Pro League with a solid 4-1 victory. Did barely anything wrong in this Forge game. It was nearly perfect, guys. So if you want to learn from someone, learn from Cars. I'm pretty sure he does coaching, but he's very selective about his candidates, so watch that. Thanks to EOD for playing as well. He definitely puts on a good show. We want to thank our website patrons. This is by far the best way to support MetaPlays. Your contribution helps keep the project sustainable and allows us to produce more and better content. If you aren't yet a patron, check out our link in the description and get in touch to collect your perks. We will see you the next time.